That's so cute. Oh. So cute. Hey, oh. Smell it. Get into it. You guys, this is awesome. Mm. This is some product I got from Salt XO. Ah, so cute. Mm. Oh, smell it. Smell it. This is the cutest box. Actually smells really good. Y'all should try this. Man. All right. This is from Salt XO. Very nice. Very nice. I love this. Thank you so much. Let me get this back on. I love this. Mwah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Saturday. All right. This Saturday in Miami, Florida. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So cute. All right. Don't go anywhere, guys. I have to do an unboxing. So, y'all ready to make some chocolate cake? Or what kind of cake y'all want to make? Let me know. 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 Y'all want to make some cake tonight? Huh? Let me know what your favorite cake is. Are you guys plant-based that's up in here tonight? You want some healthy ingredients? If you've been here before, you guys know I don't do eggs anymore because that is basically like eating the cycle of a chicken. And so when I went, the first time I went like 2 years of being plant-based, obviously my pipes are cleaner. And I had an emotional moment, emotional night, and I ate some eggs. And I literally felt it travel all the way through my body, and it came out in my underwear. The most disgusting thing ever. And I thought it was my cycle because it was a big red blob, but it was not my cycle. It was the cycle of the chicken. So that's another reason why I decided to go plant-based, is because I don't want the animal hormones messing with my hormones. I don't want for me to grow fibroids and then continue to affect my fibroids that I had. I eliminated them naturally, But years ago, I didn't know why I continuously had fibroids. Okay, any of you guys have fibroids? Anybody know anyone that has fibroids? It is a connection between the animals and dairy, which is a part of animals. Meat and dairy are the top two. Of course, it could be products that you put on your skin. So I'm happy to have been a part of this connection. Salt XO, which is a natural company, and I'm looking forward to being a part of their event this coming Saturday. But pretty much for the most part, as far as my food and things I put on my body, for the most part, I make it myself right here in my kitchen. This is why I call it my lab. Okay. What kind of ailments, what kind of health issues are you guys suffering from? Let me know in the comments while I get my ingredients together. Okay. And we're going to make some cake. All right. Cake, 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 cake. Cake, 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 cake. Almost out of sugar. All right. This is the kind of flour that I use, which is einkorn. It's gluten-free and it's, not healthy, but it's healthier than anything else. Okay. Let me get my bowl. Get my sifter. All right, so we're gonna start out with 3/4 of a cup of flour. 3/4 a cup of flour. You guys want to see? Three-fourths of a cup. And the way I like to do my flour, I like to sift it. It makes the cake a whole lot fluffier. All right, when you sift it. This will take about maybe 10 minutes. This is a whole lot quicker or a whole lot easier than just ordering something that you don't even know what the ingredients are. Do you guys know what artificial flavors mean? What about natural flavors? Y'all know what that means? Artificial flavors, like my girl Rochelle Parks, she says beaver butt juice. And that is very true because natural flavors, make sure you guys can hear me. All right, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Do you know what natural flavors mean and artificial flavors? Do you know what that really means? That means it could be anything on the animal. It could be roadkill. It could mean the juice of a cockroach. It could mean all kinds of stuff, okay? Yes, bugs, absolutely. All kinds of crap that you don't want. What's happening? I can't see it. Something funny. I'm sorry. I can't see the way that my phone is angled because I'm trying to show you guys part me and then part of what I'm making. This right here is coconut sugar. One of the most natural sugars you can make or get. All right, so I can't sift all of it because some of the granules are bigger, but I like to sift as much as possible. All right, so coconut sugar. All right, leave that white sugar alone. I am making vegan cake. I'm making vegan cake. All right. Now I'm going to get some baking powder. About a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then I got my coconut milk, spring or mineral water, and some sweet almond abstract. Yes. All right, a dash of salt. Sea salt. You want sea salt. Sea salt. It's about a dash. Boom. And then the rest is oil. All right. So you want to mix all the dry ingredients up well. Tell me what your health problems are. Pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What's going on with you guys tonight? Anybody got any health issues they need to resolve? Anybody overeat? Anybody binge eat? Anybody eat when they're not hungry? Does that ever happen to anybody? All right, this is some espresso. There you go. Just put a little dash of that in there too. Oh, a little sticky. Just a little bit. I don't do coffee. I've never been a person that got hooked on coffee. All right. So I got the milk. All right. So this is coconut milk. I have already used half of it. So I only need about a half of a cup here. How much is this? There's about a half a cup right here. All right, so I want to mix with some water just to thin it out a little bit. There we go, that's plenty. Usually I blend it, but I don't feel like getting that dirty. I am making vegan cake. Vegan cake. This is coconut milk. All right, that's enough of that. Then I'm going to put a little bit of oil in there. All right, usually I use avocado oil, but there was none in the store tonight. They only had olive oil, which I already have. You don't want to cook with olive oil because that can become toxic once it's heated. So you only want to cook with, I choose to cook with grapeseed oil, or avocado oil is my favorite, but there was absolutely no avocado oil in the store at all. So I wasn't happy about that. So this is about a third of a cup. A little bit less than a third. You don't need that much. Maybe closer to a fourth of a cup. And then applesauce. All right, I'm going to use the whole thing of applesauce. It's nothing but apples and water. That's it, okay? This acts like your eggs. No more eggs. You can get rid of eggs. This makes it fluffy and tastes really, really good. Acts as a natural sweetness to it. And then want to put a little bit of agave in there. This is really good. Actually, I think I want to put some molasses in there. There you go. Want to put some molasses in there. This is really good when you are, I accidentally put some molasses in there because it was the only sweetener that I had that night that I was making a cake. And it made it kind of chewy like a brownie. And it was an amazing accident. It was so freaking good. So I'm gonna put some of this in there because it's good for low blood iron. So if you are low in iron, which a lot of us are, and if you're low in iron, that's actually what keeps you sick. So iron is the only thing that I can always have a lot more of, but I've only been sick one time in 9 years. One time in 9 years when I used to get sick 3, 4, or 5 times a year. Okay, so this is about a half of a teaspoon in that. You want to get just 100% molasses. All right, and I'll show you guys again in case you want to get this brand. All right. And then the last thing I'll add is some sweet almond oil. You can use vanilla extract if you want to, but I got almond oil. This is like maybe half of a teaspoon of that. Or maybe a whole teaspoon. And that is it. So I'm going to stir this up real good. I'm going to taste it as well, make sure it's to my liking as far as the sweetness, because we've got all natural sugars in here. The Creator always provides natural foods, okay? Forget about all this overly ultra processed crap. You can get this natural in nature and it'll be just as good, actually better. All right. There was a girl in here on she might have been on TikTok or YouTube, one of the two. And she was bragging about getting a whole sheet cake from Walmart for $32. And she was like, oh my gosh, this big old cake for only $32. Yeah, but what's that really costing you? Instead of just taking 10 minutes to get in your kitchen and make your own, what is that $32 really costing you? You guys tell me. It's costing you more than $32, that's for sure. And I'm not here to brag. You guys know me better than that if you've been here before. At the age of 29, I remember getting off the couch and my knees just buckled. It hurt so bad. I'm going to taste this. Yes, I wish you guys could taste this batter. Really good. Now, if you wanted chocolate or any other kind of flavor, this would be the time to put it in there. I'm taking a break from cacao, which is my natural chocolate that I like to have. You can put some strawberry puree in there, whatever kind of cake you want. You would add that flavor in there now, but I'm just going to do a plain vanilla, and it tastes just as good to me. All right. All right. You want to use a cast iron skillet, okay? Cast iron, none of that non-stick stuff that causes all kinds of other health issues. All right, you guys see that? Okay. This is about to go in the oven. It's already preheated at 350. Let me know if you guys want the full recipe. All right, 9:52 where I am. Really good flavor. Okay. All right, so this was my 10-minute vegan cake. Now, it's almost 10 o'clock where I am. I should not be eating anything, but I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my issues that I'm trying to work out. Ah, I forgot to put some mineral water in there, some carbonated water, but it's okay. It's all right. Now, tell me what you guys need help with. What's going on in your world? I'm going to make a sub. What kind of sub? What do you mean? Substitute as far as what? Your milk, your eggs, what? Hey, let me know in the comments. Do I look 50? Well, I'm not 50 yet. I need to stop saying that. I'm 49. I'll be 50 this year. And I'm actually excited because I want to show people that you can look as young as you want to. Yes, you can. You can look as young as you want to. And I feel better today than I did 10 years ago. I look younger than I did 10 years ago. All right. I'm the kind of person that has to clean up as I go. So let me know in the comments what your health questions are. Do you guys need help with overeating? The psychology of eating is what I specialize in, okay? The psychology of eating is what I specialize in. Is that something in my hair? Yeah. Okay. So, do you guys know that psychological games are being played on you when you're trying to eat healthier? Do you feel like you can overcome those psychological games? I have. I went back and forth with those issues for almost 10 years because I couldn't find a coach or a plan or anything to help guide me through this psychological warfare that was being played on us with our health. I wanted to go plant-based because I knew that meat and dairy was hurting me, but I could not stop eating it. So I had to just research over and over again, go deeper and deeper and deeper, rabbit hole after rabbit hole, and figure out how I can overcome these psychological games that they're playing with us, how I can no longer desire food that is hurting me. So I want to help you guys with the same thing. And I want to make sure it doesn't take you 10 years like it did me. We got to listen to our bodies. I'm burping at 10 o'clock at night. That's not good. That's not okay. But I am proud of myself. Now, this is not about being perfect. 10 years ago, I would have gone out to some restaurant, fast food place, Taco Bell, one of my favorites used to be. I would have gone out to get something sweet and buy it. But today, I'm proud of myself to where it's like, all right, if I'm craving something, I'll make it myself. If I'm craving chips was a big thing that it took me a long time to get over. Now, I still eat chips every now and then, but I went from 4 bags a week to maybe 2 per month. And that's maybe. Most of the time, it's maybe 1 bag. A couple of months ago, I think I went 2 or 3 months without any bags of chips because I didn't even desire it. And so typically, the psychology of eating says the types of foods that we want tells a story about what we're going through. So if you want something crunchy and something salty, usually you're stressed out. And because I'm still a human being, I still get stressed out because I am running my own business and I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I get stressed out, right? But one of the things that I do is I make sure that I do my alkalizing breaths multiple times a day. That way, when the stressful issue comes, I can be a whole lot calmer than what I used to be. Okay. So do your alkalizing breaths. I have a whole video on that. It's a short, it's less than 30 seconds, and it'll teach you to calm your whole entire nervous system and make sure that your emotional behaviors don't drive your food choices that don't benefit you. Okay, so that's the point of that. Um, let's see what else. All right, so I do my alkalizing breaths, and then I talk to the creator for about 10 minutes. Sometimes it can go longer, but I make sure it's at least no less than 10 minutes. And when I'm doing that, a lot of times my mind has been taking off of the food that I was craving, and I go on to do something else. Um, if I'm still craving that food, I say, you know what? Okay, we're gonna have it. This is not about deprivation. This is not about white knuckling anything. This is not about willpower or motivation, any of those kind of things. I'm like, okay, if I do my alkalizing breaths and if I talk to the creator for at least 10 minutes and I'm still craving that food, I'm going to make it myself. I made a deal with myself to no longer allow myself to buy that food. I have to make it myself. If I'm craving something salty, like fries and chips are one of my favorite, this is what I do. I get these green burro bananas, and these make amazing fries. I mean, amazing fries. Okay, get them when they're hard, all right, and they're green. And when you get them at that age, they taste like potatoes. Now, I know some of you guys are like, well, why not just get potatoes? Hold that thought. You want to stay away from potatoes because potatoes act like a glue in your body. Potatoes act like a glue in your body. You can make glue out of potatoes. So just imagine what it's doing to your organs. You don't want that, okay? Another solution is butternut squash. Sometimes I make a potato type food out of this too. I like to cut these up in squares, like square chunks, and then roast them in the oven on 425 for about 20 minutes. And then I stir them up. I put them back in there for about another 10 to 15 minutes, and they taste amazing. Put whatever seasoning on there you want to. I normally put sea salt, onion powder, oregano. I put oregano on everything just because it's so beneficial. And maybe a little bit of dill, maybe a little bit of basil, sometimes some rosemary if I have it, like anything. Like, it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Just flavor it up just like you would your meat if you still eat meat. Okay? So I don't know why some people just don't flavor their vegetables like they do their meat. But yeah, be fair to your vegetables. Don't disrespect your vegetables, as one of my friends say. All right? But you want to get a substitute for potatoes. Potatoes, no bueno. Get you some butternut squash or some burro bananas. Okay? Hold on again. All right. What other questions do you guys have? I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Let me know your comments. Hello, hello, hello. I gotta put my milk back up. Any questions at all? All right. So good. Listen, you guys, I know that when people say eating clean, it all makes sense to me now. Because I used to have terrible acne, and I used to have The chicken pox marks, I had them when I was like 4 years old or something like that. And I had them all over my body, all over my face, all over my arms and my legs. And years after the chicken pox was over, I scratched them so much they stayed on my skin. So if it wasn't for sports and also my parents teaching me self confidence, I would have had low self esteem because of that. Because people made fun of me all the time, but I just didn't really care because I was just like, okay, whatever. What can I do about it? Number one, what am I going to cry about it? Like, no. So I'm just going to keep living my life. And I remember going plant based for the first try for about, I went 4 months straight and then I fell back. And then I went about a year and then I fell off. Then I went 2 years and then I fell off again. But as I was eating again, like animal foods, one night I paid attention to my legs. I was laying in the bed and I had a mosquito bite or something. Something was irritating my leg. I can't remember. And I remember looking at my legs and I was like, my legs are clear. I don't even remember what happened to my chicken pox. I don't remember them fading away. So my chicken pox on my legs faded away from me eating clean. And so now it finally dawned on me what eating clean meant. It means like it literally cleans your system. So it cleared the acne off my face, off of my arms, off of my legs, off of all over my body. And I can't even tell you when it happened. But once I started seeing all these benefits, my knees started feeling better, skin started clearing up, and I stopped aging. Like, and I was just a happier person all around. I wasn't so angry or my temper just didn't go off like it used to. Once I realized those benefits, it made me hang on a lot longer. So, whenever I'm helping a client with whatever their ailments are, and when I help a client with the ailment, I have them make sure in the beginning from day one, they write down all of the things that they wish they could change. Because what happens when we start to feel better, we forget. We forget. And so it's very important to remember how you felt on day one. Because when I take you above and make you feel better in your own skin again, in your own thoughts, you're gonna forget the little aches and pains that you used to have. It happens all the time. And so people sometimes they forget when they feel better. They're like, "Oh man, this don't work. This ain't doing nothing for me." Until you go back and then you start feeling those aches and pains again, you're kind of like, "Ooh, I ain't had that pain in a long time." So it's very, very important to be more mindful and aware of where you started so you can know where you're going. Okay? But yeah, my cake is almost done. I got some more work to do tonight, but you guys have been all amazing as always. I'll be back tomorrow for Think Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central, and I look forward to serving you again then. See you soon. See you next time.